All right, if you're a real estate investor, you know the feeling, right? You're buried in a chaotic mess of spreadsheets just trying to analyze deals. It is the number one bottleneck that just kills your momentum. But what if you could turn that whole chore into a streamlined AI-powered system? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down today.
Yeah, this slide probably hits a little too close to home. On the left, that's the reality for most of us, isn't it? The spreadsheet chaos, the burnout from pulling manual comps, all those wasted hours. But on the right, that's the goal. An AI-first system that isn't just fast or scalable, but is ruthlessly consistent with every single deal you look at.
So here's our game plan. We're going to start by really nailing down that analysis bottleneck. Then we'll talk about a huge mindset shift, going from just using a tool to building a system. I'll walk you through a simple 6-step AI pipeline, show you how to set up your own custom deal desk, and even reveal a secret, how to turn all that analysis into marketing. And it all leads to that one crucial metric, the 30-minute payoff.
First things first, the analysis bottleneck. Look, this is the core pain point we're all trying to solve. It's that feeling of being completely buried under a mountain of potential deals, with no truly efficient way to sort the gems from the junk. Okay, this next idea, this is honestly the most important mindset shift you can make. It's about moving from tool to system. This isn't about downloading some cool new app. It's about fundamentally re-engineering your entire workflow, just like the top professional operators do. Just let this quote sink in for a second. The AI doesn't just become another tool in your toolbox, it becomes the engine. It's your core operating platform. The whole point is to build your entire deal flow around this system, making it the absolute central hub of your operation.
So that all sounds great, but how does it actually work in practice? Well, it all comes down to this, the 6-step AI pipeline. This is your simple, repeatable workflow that you can use for every single deal that crosses your desk. No more reinventing the wheel each time.
And the process itself is incredibly straightforward. You start by gathering your data, just like you always have. Then you, the human, do the critical parts. You verify the after-repair value and you estimate the rehab. From there, the AI takes over all the heavy lifting in step 4. And this is key. It frees you up for the most important step of all. Number 5, making the actual decision. Finally, the system kicks out your reports. It's the perfect blend of your expertise and the AI's incredible speed.
Now, a truly powerful system isn't just for a solo operator. It has to work for a whole team. And that's where this idea of a custom deal desk comes into play. This is all about centralizing your entire analysis workflow so that everyone, from your agents to your partners, is operating from the exact same playbook. So let's get practical for a minute. How does a centralized system like this solve the real-world, everyday problems that teams are facing?
Let's just break it down by role. You've got an agent who's wasting tons of time on valuations. The AI pipeline gives them instant ARV reports. You've got a wholesaler who's struggling to prove their numbers. The system generates these clean, investor-ready packets. And for you, the flipper, worried about inconsistent underwriting, you get standardized assumptions on every single project. It finds and fixes a specific bottleneck for each person in the chain.
But here's the thing, this system only works if it reflects your strategy. That's why you have to make the GPT your own. You dial in your specific financial targets, you define your buy box, you standardize your lending assumptions. You can even customize its communication style to match your brand. You're basically training it to think and analyze deals exactly the way you do. Okay, now for an idea that almost nobody is talking about, using all that deal analysis you're doing as a marketing tool. We're about to unlock the hidden power of the data you're already generating day in and day out.
Because here's the secret. Your analysis has a superpower. It's not just for making a go or no-go decision. It is an asset that you can literally use to grow your entire business.
So here's exactly how that works. Your analysis becomes a tangible asset. The AI can instantly generate negotiation scripts based on your underwriting. It can create simple, one-page offer summaries to build trust with sellers. It can even turn a deal breakdown into a week's worth of social media content. All of a sudden, your underwriting isn't just a decision tool. It's a content machine.
All right, let's talk about the bottom line, the 30-minute payoff. This is where we actually quantify your return on time. And let's be honest, time is the most valuable resource you've got.
And there's the number, right there. On average, you're looking at saving over 30 minutes for every single deal. Now, that might not sound like a ton for just one deal, but think about it. When you're analyzing dozens, maybe hundreds of properties, that time adds up incredibly fast.
And this is the real payoff. When you reclaim that time, you create new capacity. So the question isn't just about saving time. It's about what you're going to do with it.
You get to reinvest it into the activities that actually grow your business. You're analyzing more deals, which naturally leads to making more offers. You're out there building relationships with agents and lenders instead of being chained to a screen. You get to focus on lead generation. And maybe most importantly, you avoid burnout because you're finally working smarter, not just harder.
But look, a powerful system is totally useless if you don't use it consistently. So the final piece of this puzzle is, how do you lock this in as a permanent habit and not just another short-term experiment that fades away?
It all comes down to one simple, non-negotiable rule. A mantra, really. If it's a potential deal, it goes through the system. No exceptions. Committing to that one rule is what builds the consistency, fuels the growth, and completely transforms your business. So the only question left is, what's the next deal you're going to run through it?